about 4 or 5 years ago, I realized that if we did not bring technology and bring it strong and bring it to the forefront of Berkeley County, our kids were going to be lost. Growing up poor, growing up seeing people have, and then those children who didn't have, to be picked on and laughed at. And if I can give a kid a pair of shoes or a pair of pants so that they won't have to go to school and be bullied and laughed at, that's what drives me. Coming from that part of life myself, they want some degree of realness. They need to be grounded, and I think I'm the realness in Berkeley County. The children that were suspended were always sent here to the Family Resource Center. So that's when he asked me, would we be interested in opening up an alternative program? And that's how we came up with the Hive.
We've got to experiment more with education. I mean, you know, you wake up in this century and the schools look exactly the same as they did from centuries ago, and people learn differently today. And so we've got to constantly adapt, and schools should be places of innovation. We want to use technology as a cross-cutting element to connect people to opportunities.
Before the years that I stepped in, it was truly a dumping ground for kids. No instructions, just virtual high school. When the kids came to the Hive, the first thing I did was we removed their entire past. You have no past. And we're gonna put Mr. in front of your name instead of putting a DOC number in front of your name. The black males in this area started proving themselves by violence, by joining gangs.
When I went to elementary school, I got kicked out because people say something to me, I just flip on them. Just cause I don't mess with nobody. Then when I go to break tea, it's just the same thing too. Yeah, and most of my people stay running, like my aunt. My aunt stay right there. My grandma would stay next door.
He was known as one of the baddest gang members in the school system. And David had intimidated teachers so bad that what they would do was throw him out of school. We told him, we're not gonna throw you out of school, you're gonna stay here, but you're just gonna do what we say. He's always been in control. And what we had to do was take the control from David and let him know it was all right to let somebody else be in control.
I see the Hive, they care about you. That's why I love you. I'm gonna graduate, get my diploma, then I'm gonna go take over my daddy business because he do got Vivian Saunders, so I'm gonna just take it over, cutting grass.
I believe in myself. In my abilities to do my best. I am intelligent. I am capable of greatness. I can learn. I will learn. I will listen. I will speak. I will see. I will think. I will think. I will feel. And I will read. I will read. And I will write. I will do all these things. Miss Saunders, that's a strong black woman. I like her. I trust her with my money too. And you know, trust people with your money, you gotta really have trust with them. You just say give your money to nobody you ain't gonna trust, right? I used to go sleep in class like every single day. This year I ain't been asleep yet.
So one day Reggie came to me and he had a book, The Little Engine That Could. And he sat down in front of me, he said, I want to show you something. I said, what you got to show me? He read the entire book all the way through. He said, Miss Saunders, I can read a book without missing a word. And he began to read. He began to go to the middle schools. And as we sent Reggie out to read to the little kids, and he saw how the little kids' eyes was brightening up when he read, and no one was laughing at him, he has in his mind now that he can do anything.
I want to be like a policeman, or work on cars, or build houses.
Somebody asked a question today, please don't laugh, all right? Let's be mature, young men.
The first day we got it, she said she don't deal with playing and tolerance and all that, disrespecting her teachers. Because the teacher was trying to teach and we were playing and laughing. And she set an example out of us. put us in the car, but we didn't get locked up. And then the next day when I saw her, she gave him a hug and all that. I told her I was sorry for what I done. So that just changed me right then.
Although he has a lot of challenges with education, he tries so hard.
When I was at Brick T High, I did 3 years, and I failed all 3 because I was fighting and playing around. This is my last year at the Hive. I'm supposed to graduate. I'll be happy because I have my high school diploma.
I'm going to continue to stand with you unless you prove me wrong. Who's going to stand with me? So if you stand with me, you're going to do what you need to do, and you're going to make a difference. When I first visited the school, I was deeply moved by the hopefulness of what could happen when you look in the faces of the boys. It's a flashback for me because I did poorly for a long period of time until I met the very one person, my teacher in 6th grade, and what she said to me one day, which I don't know why she said it, she told me I was the smartest boy in the classroom, and it motivated me. I see a future for every one of those boys.
But when Ray came, they were amazed. He has made a difference in the lives of these boys. Tony wants to be a lawyer because Mr. Ramsey said he could be a lawyer.
Yes. 1 second. I'm going to finish going through this one with Jericho, and then I'll be right over, okay?
Tony was a very special case. He had been involved in some things in his life that were very heavy for a young man of his age. And we had to truly work with Tony to build his self-esteem up.
Being at the Hive, it brings me out. Not physically, just mentally. And you can actually talk to somebody, and you don't have to just throw it all out there. If you don't feel comfortable talking about it, you can just talk to one person. We had a district attorney come to the Hive, and he spoke to us and let us know more of the basics and how it will be to go to criminal justice. So, I want to go to be a lawyer.
See y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye. The reason why I still cook the food and we don't cater it or we don't contract it out is because that was the agreement I made with the boys, that I would always prepare the meals. The Hive is not going to starve because whatever it takes for me to keep this going, I'm going to do it. I am not ashamed of who I am. I'm very proud of who I am. I'm proud of what I do for these boys, and I won't let no devil in hell rob me of this.